There is a world of difference between being called a miser or a tightwad and being known as someone who is frugal, a voluntary simplifier. The difference is laid out for us by Steve Burgess, whose lifestyle is all about being careful with his money. He describes himself as a single, childless, carless, teetotaling, low-income senior. His book is called Cheapskate in Lotusland, the philosophy and practice of living well on a small budget. And Steve Burgess joins us now. Hi, Steve.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Pleasure to have you. So your philosophy is not just about reducing costs, right? It's not about being cheap. You say it's about separating the essential from the superfluous, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that if you're going to be a person who is careful about money, one of the things that you end up doing is focusing on your priorities. You need to find out, if you're going to be really conscious about your spending, you need to find out what it is that's important to you and what is it that you can dispense with. And that's a good skill to have, in the realm of, life itself, not just finance.
Okay, now I'm going to get to, I love this idea that you propose about grocery shopping being a battle of wits, because they know how we can be manipulated. But before we get to that, there was one line in your book where you talked about how TV is a thirst machine because all it does is it makes us want to crave things. And here you are on TV trying to sell your book. So how do you...
And I used to host a TV show as well, so I'm a giant hypocrite. But the thing is, it's one of those things that, media is supported by advertising. Anybody who's involved in media has to get used to the fact that we are being supported by advertising. But it's disturbing sometimes. I mean, I don't want to call out specific advertisers, but, as a sports fan now, I find it disturbing how much sports betting ads have taken over. And, there are people who can use sports betting apps responsibly, but there are a lot of other people who can't. And I just think that your responsibility, I mean, I don't have a problem with media programs being supported by advertising, of course, but your responsibility as a consumer is to take it all with a giant grain of salt and figure out, sports betting ads aren't on TV all the time because they lose money. They're making the money, you're losing the money. So keep it in mind.
Because living simple, living frugal is also about cynicism, as you point out. And I think that's what your book is about, right? You're saying when you go to the grocery store, think about it. When you see an expiration date on food, think about it. As you say, you've had food poisoning all over the world, but you've never had food poisoning, from eating something that was past its expiration date, right?
Yes, although, okay, I got to say there's, one little story that I neglected to tell in the book. I won't get into detail, but it involved a little pot of yogurt that had really gone way beyond its date. I didn't get food poisoning, but let's just say I had an embarrassing moment as a result of that. I decided not to talk about it in the book. But for the most part, yeah. No, I mean, there's this idea that food that has reached its expiration date is going to poison you. And it's just, it's just nonsense. When you see those 30 and 50% off stickers in the store, grab them. There's a few products that don't age well. I keep mentioning arugula. Most people don't buy arugula anyway, but arugula is one thing you don't want to get at a 30% off discount. But for the most part, these products are absolutely fine, and you're going to save money.
But on the other hand, okay, so what possessed you to eat yogurt that old is another story. But you also mention, these other people that you've come across who have these money-saving hacks, like the woman who sells slightly used tea bags, or this woman who, reuses her dental floss. I mean, really, there are limits to saving money.
There are limits, and, there are a couple of stories in the book that horrify and shock people. One of them is that, that woman who reuses her dental floss, she and I, we are spiritual kin. I do not throw away dental floss after one use. It's still good, I say. It's still good. There comes a
Okay.
point though when you have
You
to.
know what, Steve? Unfortunately, we have to go. But your dental floss story. Okay, so that might be one of the reasons why you live alone, right?
It could be. It could be.
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be.
You
Okay.
put your finger on it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Your book is just wonderful. It is called Cheapskate in Lotusland, and I hope to talk to you again soon.
Real pleasure. Thank you.